Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
Upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Come on, ready?
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Inside give to Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Jackson.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Give him a couple on the scramble and second down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not.
There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And off balance slow there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Well, they had the solid field position there to start the opening drive and didn't have to really move it too far to be in range and take the 3-0 lead.
And a lot of times I think that even I look at this a little bit negatively because of where they started with the field position. They still got 3 points out of this drive. Got a little momentum going, got things set up for the rest of the ball game. Take the 3, be happy, and move on.
First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson.
Across midfield. He's on his way.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. LaDainian Tomlinson, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Saints are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Set to kick off.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
From the gun on third down, Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49.
And the Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 49.
The first down carry for Davis. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Midfield to the 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Here's Davis to run again on second.
A nice little juke. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And then they're going to be off target and incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Jackson now. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Colby Parkinson, 34 yards. And the Commanders are able to move back in front.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead at 10-7.
Makes the score. Commanders 10. Saints 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
Stroud to throw it. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
They'll take over first down and goal.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run forward with Davis. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Another try from Davis. That is into the end zone for the Washington touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. You hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Stroud. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Tomlinson up the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And Stroud now to throw. He finds Austin complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Tomlinson is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way you can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Saints. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team moves it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Jackson.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Incomplete as the clock will stop with 13 seconds remaining.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. That'll be caught. It's Kupp.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Washington. Cooper Kupp in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Sanders now to have the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next is the score. Commanders 24. Saints 14.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. By no means, certainly, are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, trying to slow things down a little bit.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Stroud. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's down there complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 34-yard line.
First down. A 28-yard line.
Give them the game in up the gut. And the follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
4 yards. That's another Saints first down.
Here we go.
A gainable
Stroud looking to throw.
First down, Saints.
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Calvin Austin, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where they try to get momentum back. Maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
They'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Lamar changing the play. Now Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Up the middle to Davis. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
From the gun again to Davis.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. And the drive will start with a carry by LeDainian Tomlinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
For a Saints first down. A gain of 13 yards. And
Play action. Here's Stroud.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Here's Stroud. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
A gain of 14 yards brings up third down.
All right.
Stroud completes this out wide. And he is going to have the Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now Stroud. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Jeremiah.
You gotta bail out the entire game. You suck, nigga. Bailed out the entire fucking game.
Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness machine. Cause there's a fire under
check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, promises and contracts I used to keep. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination I used to see. Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wait, did it change up? Is it light out yet? Did it find out better? Better walk around the edge of the room in the bed with my arm on face. Face around, better try to breathe. Face around, face around.